Okay, next step is we are going to do step 2. Wet hands or use a plastic scraper to fold 4 sides, cover for 30 minutes. We're gonna do this every 30 minutes for 2.5 hours, stretch and fold 4 sides and cover. So I'm gonna show you what happens when we first do the first stretch and fold. So here's our dough. I covered it with plastic wrap. I'm going to uncover it. I'm just gonna leave my wrap at the side of the bowl because I'm gonna rewrap it. Now take a look. It's even starting to kind of bubble. Do you see the condition of the dough right now? So we're gonna use in our bread making 2 different kinds of scrapers, or bread scrapers or bench scrapers. This one is a plastic flexible scraper, and this one is a hard bench scraper. Different purposes. So we're going to start out with this one because we're going to use this to scrape all this stuff off the sides, and we're going to use it to also gather what's in the bowl. So you're going to also want a little spray bottle. I got this at the dollar store, of water. So just spray your spatula on both sides. Now I'm going to use this to scrape down, just quickly scrape the sides down, just to get all that goodness and not leave it behind because it will dry and stick to the sides of the bowl. So we're just scraping everything down. Then we're going to do kind of a gathering motion. So I'm going to spray this again because it needs to be wet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do this one-handed, is we're going to scrape underneath and fold it on top. See how I got a bunch of that good stuff down? Scrape underneath and gather. Scrape it down, gather. So I'm going to go around scraping all the good stuff. Sorry, it's one-handed. I'm trying to do this without sliding the bowl off onto the floor. So we're going to go around and grab all the sides. See how it's starting to, the dough is already, look at it. It's already conditioned. So it's coming together. So we're gonna scrape down the last 2 sides. Then we're gonna do something called a stretch and fold. So now that I've got all my dough gathered and it's starting to stick together, I'm gonna wet my hand. That's the way to keep the dough from sticking. And now this is my first stretch and fold, so I'm going to be very gentle. I'm going to scoop underneath, grab the dough and fold it. So it's like a baby stretch and fold because our dough is very delicate right now. So all I'm doing is 4 sides, just gathering it up and gently folding it. Last side. See how I'm going to stretch it like that? But we're being very gentle. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to cover this back up and I'm going to leave it for 30 minutes.